Hello everyone, did you know that Shipyard had an API? Our API allows you to create fleets and blueprints, amongst some other things, but the feature I like the most about our API is that you're able to export logs. This allows you to put that data into your database and then take it to whatever BI tool that you want. So in this video, we're going to show you how to do just that. We're going to export our logs from Shipyard. We're going to put them into Snowflake, and then we're going to visualize them inside of Tableau. So without further ado, let's dive in and take a look at how to do just that. So jumping right in the Shipyard here. So what we're going to do is we're going to create. We have a blueprint for our API to export the logs. We're going to start off there. So if you search under blueprints, you're going to be able to see we have a Shipyard API. So you can see we have export logs there. So if I click that, it's going to create that vessel for us inside the fleet builder. So we're going to need our Shipyard API key. So let me grab that from 1Password real quick. Grab that, paste it in. So that's going to create our logs in a CSV with a file name of shipyard_logs.csv. So as you know, with Shipyard, we use an ephemeral file storage system. So this is going to allow you to use this anywhere downstream. So you can, write a Python script to edit these logs to get them exactly what you want them to be. You can email them to stakeholders. You can do whatever you want to with them. But what we're going to do in this video is take them into Snowflake. So that's going to download those logs for us from the API. And of course, we have an API script inside of our documentation. If you want to do this inside your own code editor, you're welcome to do that as well. But I just want to show that off here. So we're going to go upload file to table from Shipyard. So let me go in there and grab it, pull it up for us here. Perfect. So what we're going to do is use our Snowflake credentials we have saved in. So for our username, password, account name. And let me grab the rest of this information from 1Pass as well. So we have our warehouse. Is our test warehouse, our demo DB database. Our schema is Snowflake video. So our Shipyard file name is shipyard_logs.csv. Perfect. We're gonna put this inside of Shipyard logs. The table name is inside of Snowflake, which we'll see in just a moment. So you can append data or add data only if the table is empty. Replace data. We're gonna do a replace just because I ran this a couple of days ago and just replace it with what's new in there. So what's important to note here is that this API is not going to give you the full historical. So if you've been a Shipyard customer for 3 years, it's not going to give you all those logs from the past 3 years. So you're going to need this to be running on a semi-regular basis to pull this data out and upload it into Snowflake. But that's going to work there. So that's all we got to have right now to get this from Shipyard inside of Snowflake. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save Fleet. And then we're going to kick this thing off and let it upload this data inside of Snowflake. And then we're going to connect it into Tableau. And actually build out a small little dashboard. I am by far an expert on creating dashboards inside Tableau, so we're going to be very, very simple. But I think it'll be interesting just to see what kind of information that we can see in there, which is kind of the point I want to show it off inside of Tableau. Is that I want to show off what information our API actually gives you about your voyages. So that way it hopefully can start some cogs rolling in your mind to see what you might want to visualize for your organization. So you can see this is already running. You can see our API exports those logs very, very quickly using that script. And then we're uploading into Snowflake, which shouldn't take too long because it's not too big of a file. So we're just waiting for that to finish up, and then we'll hop into Snowflake and take a look at the data. So just one more second, hopefully. There we go. So there's the green. So that means the data is inside of Snowflake. So we're going to pop over into Snowflake. We put in our demo DB, Snowflake video, tables. There's our Shipyard logs. So I'm going to be lazy. Place name and editor. So we're just going to do a select star from this. I guess we're going to choose a warehouse, right? So choose our test warehouse. Perfect. Now run it again. All right, cool. So here's our data. So I just want to run through what this is showing us. That we're going to pop inside of Tableau and just kind of visualize some things here. So you can see we have fleet ID. So that's the ID of your fleet. The fleet name, fleet version. So you can see what version that they're being ran on, which I think is really good information. The fleet log ID. Let's see, fleet log trigger. So how it was triggered, whether it's a schedule, on demand, or webhook, or even API. Fleet log. So you can see I did really good. There's a bunch of errors there. So that's wonderful. Vessel log ID, so there's vessel logs, and there's the vessels as well. So you can see that we had the same fleet ID here. So that what that's doing is it's replicating that data 5 times because of each vessel there. So you can see what was kicked off there. It has retries, the exit code of the failure, which is great. When the vessel started, when the vessel ended, the duration, and the billable runtime. So it's all really good information there. So it's all things that I think that you'd want to keep up with, in a dashboard, especially if you're a large company and consultancy that's like kind of running these for different clients. This is a great way to kind of visualize that for each individual client versus having to try to go in a shipyard and do it on your own, which is great. So, all right, so we got the data there inside of Snowflake. So we're going to pop inside of Tableau and take a look and see what's going on here. So we need to connect to a new data source. We're going to connect to Snowflake. So perfect. Let's put some information in there. Well, that is not what I wanted to do. Let me copy this. Perfect. We're going to sign in using username and password. So, of course, they have OAuth if you want to do that as well. So, username, password. Go ahead and sign in there. So, this is going to grab our information from Snowflake, hopefully. Okay, perfect. So, now we're going to choose our warehouse. So that was test warehouse, and our database was demo_database. Perfect. So, that's that. Schema was Snowflake video. So, this is all the information that we put inside of Shipyard to kind of upload this table. So, that's great that we should already know that. And you can see there's our Shipyard logs right there. So, that's exactly what we want. So we can drag that in there and create a data model. So you can see we have a live or an extract connection. So depending on how you set this thing up, right? So if it's a live connection, you won't need to go inside a Shipyard and create a vessel that's going to refresh the data set. But if you do an extract, you're going to need to. So it's completely up to how y'all want to set up your BI dashboard. I'm going to leave it live for right now. But I can go ahead and do update now. You can see there's that same data that we saw inside of Shipyard. So now if I want to pop over into a sheet, so something that people ask about all the time is, if I wanted to have a fleet name, so I'm going to put fleet name as our columns, I think, and then we want billable runtime for each fleet name. Yeah, perfect. So you can see what's giving us the most runtime here. So you can see that I have this Peloton stretcher like that was running every single day. So that makes sense. There's just download Twitch clips. That was for a personal project that we were downloading Twitch clips from a stream. So that makes sense there. Same thing for this YouTube flow. It's pulling data from YouTube. But you can see it's giving us a lot of information there. Let's see. I wonder if I can go down to vessel name here. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. So a little bit uglier, but definitely some good information. So you can see but goes back to the fact that you should probably name your vessel something better than the automatically generated name, but that's fine. But you can see extract data from Peloton is what's being run the most here, right? Whisper transcribe audio. That makes sense. That's a pretty intensive process there. So it's taking the most time there. And then this energetic fleet, which is the vessel name, that's downloading the video from Twitch, which makes the most sense why it's the biggest thing there. So again, and you can see over here on the left side, there's a lot of information there. You could obviously sum up what's happening with your exit codes. There's a lot of things that you can do here with this data that's coming from our API. I just wanted to show off kind of what data you could get out of our API, how easy it is to put it inside of a database, and then how easy it would be to take it into a Tableau or a Power BI or Sigma or whatever BI tool that you use to actually do some visualizations and some analysis of what's going on inside Shipyard without ever logging into our platform. Shipyard is a platform that we want you to be able to set things and forget it. And this is just another step towards being able to do that really well. So just in recap, in this video, we talked about how you can use the Shipyard API with the blueprint specifically, but it's the same process with our actual API documentation and scripts to export logs from Shipyard, upload them into Snowflake, and then bring them over inside of Tableau and do some very simple dashboarding here. So if you like this video, if you have any other questions about the API, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see you on the next one.